Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama. Today I am here to do a highly requested video. This is going to be all about diapering clutches. I realized about a year ago that there was just a gap in the market that really needed to be filled, and I started going and speaking to different brands that I work with to see who would be able to create this bag with me, and I've been so excited to launch it. If you guys follow me here on Instagram, you probably already know that is the Sensible Clutch, which I have done in collaboration with 12Little. They were the obvious choice because they already have a clutch that they use specifically for diapering needs. I wanted to find something that would be a little bit of a crossover for those moms who still need a few things to carry with them while they're out and about with their little ones, but maybe don't need a full diaper bag and they want something that would seamlessly transition from baby gear to date night. And that's what this is. Now, I was really surprised to find that Itsy Ritzy came out with something slightly similar. That is the Itzy Ritzy Crossover, as you can see here. So many of you have wanted a thorough review of these three bags, and I've always been of the opinion that there's always a bag for every person and there's a person for every bag. So what I want to do today is go through each of these bags, play around with them a little bit, let you see what they're made of, and that way you can make up your mind to decide which one of these might be best for you. I do want to say that this kind of video makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Of course, I only carry brands at The Sensible Mama that I love. Obviously, I love Itzy Ritzy. Obviously, I love 12Little. Sometimes it is hard for me to pit brands that I love against each other, but for the sake of helping you guys make an informed decision, I don't mind doing that. This time it's a little bit more awkward for me because this is my collaboration bag. This is my design, my idea. I worked very closely with 12Little on this one, so I may be a little bit biased in that I just think this one is amazing. I'm so proud of it. But what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to parse apart facts and opinions. I'm going to share with you the facts of how each one of these are laid out, what components they come with, what things you get as little accessories with them, and then I will also give my opinion on a few things, and I just want to remind everybody that opinions are not facts. I am not God. My opinion doesn't stand above anybody else's. I just like to share with you what I think about certain things, and then you can make a decision based on your own preferences and needs. So with that caveat out of the way, I'm going to jump out of the shot, and I'm going to zoom you in real close while we play with all these bags and let you see all of these, how they're made up, and which one might be best for you. Okay, so we're gonna start first with the 12Little diapering clutch. This was the clutch that me and 12Little used as our inspiration when we began designing the Sensible clutch. And from the looks of things, it kind of seems like Itzy Ritzy took their inspiration from this as well when they created their crossbody. So I figure this is a good one to start off with. Now, I have been a big fan of this clutch for a long time. I will link up above and in the description my very first video of this bag. I was very reluctant to purchase this because it was $75, and from the pictures online, I was like, what? How can you justify that? And once I opened it up for the first time, I realized why it's so worth it. So we're gonna get into all of that today, but I'm gonna be assuming that you guys have some basic knowledge of this since I have so many videos on it. And we're just gonna go kind of quickly on a tour through this bag so that we can get into the good part of comparing the other two bags to it. So again, this is the 12Little diapering clutch. All of them do come with this quilted fabric on the front. On the back side, you have a full-length zipper, which I think is really nice to have. This is where you can stick your phone, your wallet, your keys, any other things that you're grabbing for quickly. It kind of serves as like a mommy pocket, if you will. And it also comes with an adjustable strap. This has got almost kind of like seatbelt webbing, but it's a little bit more of a, I guess, nylon material, and brass hardware. This is fully adjustable so that you can wear it crossbody or over the shoulder, whatever is more comfortable for you. Now, one of my favorite things about this bag are these little pieces on either side. You can see them here and here. What these do is basically allow you to open up the bag without it falling all the way over. It's very comparable to like a gusset in a backpack, diaper bag kind of bag. So let me pull the zips around here and show you how this works. Basically, when you have these side pieces attached down here, you can take your dual zippers and pull them down and they stop right there. That means that you can open this bag up and view everything from the top without having the entire thing flop open. However, if you're trying to get to your wipes and things like that, you might need for this bag to come all the way open, and that's why these are able to come undone. You just unsnap either side, and then you can pull those dual zippers all the way down and open the bag up completely flat. So here's the inside of the 12Little diapering clutch. This thing is a workhorse. It holds so much stuff. It's great for disposable diapering or cloth diapering. It's just all around an amazing bag. One of the first things is that it does come with its own change pad, which is very nice. It's a nice fold up change pad. It's got a relative amount of thickness to it, but it's still pretty thin, which means it fits nicely inside of this clutch. Over here, you have a big slip pocket. I have got 3 size 5 diapers in there, and as you see, I've still got tons of room. So if you cloth diaper, you can definitely fit a few cloth diapers in there. This is also a place where sometimes I'll put changes of clothes instead of diapers. It really just depends, but it's a really, really big, spacious area for you to work with for keeping diapers, wipes, anything like that. One of my favorite improvements that came with the 2.0 version of this clutch is that it came with an elastic strap for keeping a sippy cup in. So that way when you turn this right side up, you can actually put a sippy cup in there and it doesn't move around and spill all over things, which is fantastic. When I use this as a camera bag, I'll sometimes slip some of my spare camera lenses in there and it works great for that as well. Now over here, you have 2 elastic straps, as you can see here, and what I have in there is my Itsy Ritzy wipes case. This is where I'm keeping my wipes these days, and back behind that, I have a change of clothes and some underwear for my son back there. There's still plenty more room. I could also fit clothes for my daughter in there, but that's just, I didn't have any of those handy, so that's what we have here. It folds up really, really well. It closes nicely. It's got nice, smooth, buttery zippers on it, and all around, it's just a great bag. What goes here and here is actually a mesh zipper pocket that you can snap in and out. I, unfortunately, every time I've had a customer who lost their mesh pocket, I've just sent them one of mine. So I don't have any more. I'm sorry about that. But there is a really handy little mesh pocket that can go here for things like diaper rash cream or any other little like quick grab things that you might want in that pocket. What's nice is you can remove that if you're not using it. You can use it in other parts of your diaper bag. It's just great. So the pros of this bag overall is that I really do think that if you are a mom who still has littles, you probably need this one. It's the one that holds the most. Let's compare it in size really quickly to the Itzy Ritzy Crossbody. As you can see, it is much, much bigger, and we will get into this in just a minute. It is slightly bigger than the Sensible clutch. These are a little bit more comparable in size. But I do feel that this one offers the most to moms who still need to carry a lot of stuff. If I'm doing a quick trip with both of my kids, I am likely going to grab for this one, just because I can get changes of clothes for both of them, diapers, my son's potty seat, a sippy cup, snacks. It's a beast. But maybe the cons of this bag is that not everybody loves quilting. It's definitely big for a date night clutch. Not to say you can't use it for date night, but it is pretty enormous. And to be honest, once you have it empty, there's just not a whole lot of like stuff in here that helps you easily pack this as a date night bag. So here it is totally empty. And you see what I mean? It's just kind of like, all right, well, what do I do with all this space here? That's at least been my opinion when I have used this as a date night bag. It just feels cumbersome and big. I don't really know what to put in it. So for me, this bag is probably not the best choice as a date night bag. It's more for those moms who are sort of like testing the waters of not carrying a diaper bag with them, but want something that will really carry all of the main essentials. So now that we've gone over this one, let's go ahead and jump into the Itsy Ritzy Crossbody. Here is a size comparison once again. Now this one is definitely positioned more to be a date night style clutch. As you can see, it comes with a crossbody strap that has a gold chain here and then a very thin over the shoulder strap that is slightly adjustable. It's not fully adjustable like a seatbelt strap would be, but to be honest, if you were going to be using this for date night, I don't think that you would want a seatbelt strap. I could be wrong. So here is the overall look and feel of the bag. It is very small. I mean, even compared to the Sensible clutch as seen here, just to give you a little bit of a size reference, here's my hand and here's my hand. So I can almost touch the entirety of the front of this bag by spreading my hands out. It's quite small. And I have some concerns about that just because I'm not really sure how much you're able to store in here in terms of mom-related needs. Here is the mommy side of this bag. What I do think is awesome is that it comes with its own little change pad. It's a very, very thin change pad, which personally I've come to love. I don't as often anymore grab for my thick change pads like from the jujube bags, just because I find they take up so much space. So we have a little slip pocket here for keeping the change pad. We have another slip pocket here right in front of that. And then we have a nifty little wipes case holder, which I really like Itsy Ritzy's take on this. Rather than putting it into elastic straps, you put it inside of this little pocket. Now, here's a concern of mine, is that even the Itsy Ritzy wipes case doesn't fit in there. And to be honest, I appreciate it when brands try to make everything from their line kind of fit together. And I understand that they had a motivation to make this really small, but I just really would love for my wipes case to fit in there, and it does not. Now, I can take out my wipes just like this. This is a case of Aqua Pure by Pampers. And even that, I sort of have to cram it in there. You see how it's still a little bit too big? I have to kind of mash it. So although I appreciate this different design, I can't even get the top of this to pull through. So I have a feeling that that's not going to be convenient with wipes pouches like Y Pouch or Orchid Hearts either. And I really don't actually know what you need to do here. What is it here? Do you leave this open? Okay, if we leave that open, then now you can pull those through really easily. I have not had a chance to try out bunches of different styles of wipes cases. So if someone who has used this before and has found a great wipes case that fits in here nicely, let me know. I'm thinking maybe Booty Pod might work if those are still around, but this is not, this just doesn't really, I can't even pop this through here, which to me is kind of a bummer, given that I really would like to be able to stick this through the hole and then just open it up as needed and get my wipes out. Let's look at how diapers fit. So here are my size 5s. Let me start with one. And my size 5 is too big to go in there. I can fold it. Let's fold it over. All right, so if I fold over my size 5s, which is what Abby is wearing now, I can fit 2 in there, about like that. So they do have to sort of go over top of one another. You can't actually put them side by side. Well, maybe you can. There's not a lot of space there for that. And that's really all that you have on the mommy side. And so again, I love Itsy Ritzy. I don't mean to poo-poo their product, but I don't love everything that comes out from every brand that I love. And this one to me is just not, I don't really understand what I'm supposed to do with this. It's too small for my wipes case. The wipes case top doesn't come through here. I can't really fit a lot of diapers in here. And even like, let's see, here is my son's 2T pants. Even these are a little bit of a tight squeeze. And I promise I'm not trying to make this look difficult. I just would really love for everything to go in here nicely. But it just doesn't. It just really doesn't. And the other problem that I have here is that this is so floppy. And again, this is like the 12Little clutch as well. So I'm not just here to drag Itsy Ritzy. But you see how it's very floppy, which means that, like, I don't know, when I pick it up, it sort of smushes like that. It just doesn't feel... Here's the only way I know how to describe this as we get into the mommy side of this bag. It's not diaper baggy enough to be a good diaper bag, and it's not date nighty enough to be a date night bag, if that makes sense. It's lukewarm. It's just not, it's not enough of either thing that you might need. So here's the mommy side. What we have over here is a slip pocket. Now, if you're not using this as a like mommy side, you can definitely use this nice pocket for putting diapers. So that's something to think about. If you like the smaller size of this, but there's not enough room over here, you can definitely fit diapers on this very generous side over here. I bet that the pants would fit better over here as well. Yeah, those fit really nicely in there. And then you have a really long zipper pocket over here. If you were using this for date night, this would be a great place for feminine needs or makeup or things that you might be grabbing for. I will say the hardware on this is gorgeous. I mean, all around, it's a very beautiful, shiny, polished hardware, which I think is very pretty, and it really pops on the black. But overall, I just feel that it leaves a couple of things to be desired. We do have a back zipper pocket here. This would be a great place if you are carrying like a Be Charged or a coin purse or a small wallet to keep your ID in and things like that. But I just gotta say I'm not feeling this as much. And that's been the general feedback that I've gotten from customers who have purchased this, is it just doesn't quite feel like it gives you what you need. It doesn't have a well-rounded mommy pocket that you can actually use to put your things in, and the baby side isn't as useful either. So here's what I'm gonna say. I told you that the 12Little diapering clutch, this one here, is probably best for the moms who are still very much in the thick of raising children and you need lots of things. This one, if you're gonna buy the Itsy Ritzy clutch, I would say purchase this more towards the mindset of using it as a date night clutch, and then occasionally use it as a diaper bag thing when you really don't need a lot of stuff with you. But if you're planning on using this as like a quick trip diaper bag, I don't think this is gonna be as great for you. Just being honest. And then again, with the way that the mommy section is laid out, to me, it still looks a lot like a diaper bag. Like, I don't open this up and feel like, oh wow, I feel like when this side is open, I'm Amber again, and when this side is open, I'm Mom. You know, it still kind of all feels like a diaper bag. And the only reason I point that out is I know that that's not what Itsy Ritzy was going for. They were definitely going for like a mommy side and a baby side, and to me, this just isn't it. And that is why I have been so excited about the Sensible clutch. I did not know this was coming out. This has been in the works for a year, and I'm really, really excited about it. Was very surprised when this one came out because I did not think that this was going to be happening. And I'm happy to say that I really feel that given what I know from talking to moms, having the boots on the ground, just really understanding, having a strong sense for what moms are looking for these days, I think personally that this one is going to be it. Now, I have some critiques of my own bag, so I'm not gonna just sit here and tell you that this is the most perfect bag in the world. We're gonna get into all of that right now. You'll see that I'm mostly unbiased and being fair, but I do think that some of the things that I mentioned that I don't love about the Itzy Ritzy Crossbody are going to be addressed here. This is the Sensible clutch. We have 4 colors that are going to be coming out this year and next. This one is the lovely teal color that is yet unnamed, but we will be naming it soon. The whole premise for this bag was to really find something that worked great as a diaper bag, but was really geared more toward the moms who are phasing out of the diaper bag life, but still want to be involved in the Sensible Mama community, in the diaper bag community at large, and still feel like they're a part of all the things that are related to mommyhood, even if they're not shopping the Jujube launches and things like that. Now, before I get into this bag, I want to point out that this is a factory sample. This is not the final version. There are things that are changing about this, and I will go through that as we go. As you can see, there's some pulled seams here because this bag, I have tried to destroy it, trying to find all the weak spots in it. So I have really just like beat this bag to the ground, and it does not have the high quality stuff on it that the final version will have. So I want to keep that in mind. Everything that you see here is basically just sample material. It's not the final material. So as you can see, first of all, this does come with my own collaboration here on the front, which is so exciting to me. It also comes with a short strap. This is the very first thing that I said to 12Little when we started working together, is that I love their clutch, but it needed to have a short strap. So this has a fully adjustable vegan leather strap here. Again, it's not gonna be as adjustable as a seatbelt strap, but it is really nice when you wanna put this over the shoulder. In addition to that strap, you also get a seatbelt strap that matches the color of the bag. This is fully adjustable, so you can go crossbody or over the shoulder. And of course, you can use both of these at the same time by just attaching both of them to the D-rings over here on the side. Personally, I don't like doing that because the one thing that I have found is that with only one D-ring here, you can sort of get them competing with each other and they'll get a little bit tangled. So usually if I'm using the short strap, I will put the long strap inside of the bag and then pull it out when I need it and switch these out. That's just been my personal preference. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the features of this bag. Just like the 12Little diapering clutch, we do have these really nice hooks here on the side, or snaps, excuse me, and that is what keeps those dual zippers from only going halfway down on the mommy side. You can of course disconnect those if you don't like that feature, but I really like having that there for times when I know that I'm not going to be opening the bag all the way up. It's just great to kind of keep you from accidentally flopping the bag open. One thing that I want to address while we're right here is that you can see there's a little bit of gapping right here. That's because the mommy side of the bag is a little bit too small, and that was my second feedback to 12Little was that this mommy section, which is all right here, needed to be a little bit bigger. So they are expanding that a little bit more, which means that you can pack it as full as you need to, and this won't be happening. So please just remember this is a factory sample, and the final version is going to be, I believe, like ½ an inch bigger, perhaps a little bit more. I have to verify that with 12Little. I'm trying to decide whether I show you the mommy side or the baby side first. Let's go to the baby side first. I'm gonna undo the snaps over here so I can lay this totally flat, just like the 12Little diapering clutch. And here we are. Now, this bag, when it comes out, is going to have an exclusive lining that is going to have my logo and the 12Little logo. I'm super excited about it. This is just the factory sample lining right here. But the first thing that I want to show you is that a wipes case will fit over here. I have on this side, just like I did with the 12Little diapering clutch, my Itsy Ritzy wipes case, as well as a change of clothes for my son. Once this section is made a little bit bigger in the final version, there will be a little more room if I wanted to put some clothes for my daughter in here as well. But overall, it's a really nice fit. It feels almost as spacious as the diapering clutch from 12Little. It's just a little bit more compact. On this side, I have 2 size 5 diapers for my daughter. If you recall, in the 12Little diapering clutch, I was able to fit 3 with lots of room left over. And here, the most I can get is about 2, but again, in the final version, this flap is going to be a little bit bigger as well, which means you can put a few more diapers in there. Now, if you're not using this at all for baby stuff, if you're just using this for mom things, this is a great place to fit a book. Every small paperback book that I read has been able to fit in here so far. This is a great side for slipping a pouch that has makeup or feminine needs in it. I know that Crafty She Designs makes several pouches that fit really nicely in here if you want those for makeup and things like that. So this is definitely a space that can be used really nicely for mom as well. I feel like it's still got that sort of generic layout to it so that you can open this up and feel like it doesn't really look like a mommy bag. Now, one thing that I've started doing is really anywhere I go, I put my wipes case in here. I just find that I need it. I don't know how I lived without wipes before I became a mom, but a lot of times what I'll do is put my wipes over here and then stick a pouch with feminine needs and makeup and things like that on this side. Because as you'll see in a minute, the mommy side on this bag is really made more to be sort of like a wallet. You have space in there for several things, but it's not super roomy. So this side back here, if you're using pouches and things to put all the extra bits of makeup and things like that, is really great. So let's go ahead and open up the mommy pocket, which is what I'm the most excited about. Now this is a gusseted front. So you can see it does not lay all the way flat, but it does open up nice and wide for you to see everything that's in there. And what we have in here is basically everything that I would want for a wallet. So the first thing to show you is that there is a slip pocket here for putting your phone. I will say that right now, if I have my pop socket attached to the back of my phone, it doesn't fit in there as well. But I think that once this whole bag is made a little bit bigger, that will fit better. But just something to know that if you have a pop socket on there, it does fit, but not as well. Another way that you can use this front slip pocket is to put a Be Charged if you need a few more places for keeping cards, and a checkbook fits really nicely in there as well. Then just in front of that, we have card slots. There are 4 card slots here, and as you can see, I have some of my cards and some business cards and one of these left blank. Then we have a little bit of space down here. You can fit receipts in there. You can fit like some hair clips and hair ties. There's not a lot of space for, like, you can't really fit like an eyeshadow palette or anything in there once this is zipped up. I know it looks pretty roomy down in there, but if you have all of these bits and bobs filled up, especially with a phone right here, it is a little bit harder to fit more stuff down in there, which is why I like that back slip pocket back here if you're not using this as a diapering bag. Over here on the other side, you can see that there is a card slot holder. This one is for your ID, so I have my driver's license in there. In this prototype, there is not a hole for you to get your license out, but the final version will have that. And then we have 2 other slots here for putting insurance cards or any other cards that you might be grabbing for a lot. We have a pen holder right here, and then we have a mesh slip pocket where I like to keep my lip gloss. I have 2 lip glosses down in there. I could also throw in my eyeliner if I wanted to. That fits really nicely. I broke this zipper while I was trying to break the zipper. So this zipper doesn't actually zip up, but that is because I was literally trying to just do everything I could to break the zipper, and I packed this way, way, way too full on purpose, and I broke it. So that is a thing that happened. So guys, here I am much later at the office editing my video for today and just realized that the very end of this video did not record. So there was really no conclusion to that last part about the clutch. The last thing that I wanted to say about it is that the Sensible clutch is just one of those things that I think is going to be a staple for a lot of moms. I'm super proud of it. I love that. I think it just really meets the need of being a true crossover bag, of being partly for diapering stuff and partly for mom. And to be honest, I just think that there's nothing like it or nothing better than it out there right now. I do still strongly recommend the 12Little diapering clutch, the standard bigger one, if you are a mom who is still really into diaper bag stuff, you have little kids and you need a lot of things with you. And of course the Itsy Ritzy Crossbody is not a bad choice either. It's not my style, it doesn't really suit the way that I pack or what I need right now, but I do know there are lots of people who are loving that bag. So I really think that you need to just watch this video and decide which one may work best for you. So that's pretty much all that I have to say. I'm gonna send you back to the original ending of this video now that I've concluded the part that didn't get concluded. All right guys, that is it for this video comparing the 12Little diapering clutch, the Itsy Ritzy crossover, and the Sensible clutch with me and 12Little. I hope you found this video really helpful and that it gave you some ideas of which one of these or which several of these might be right for you. Again, the Sensible clutch is going to be releasing in late October, early November. I will have more info on that when we get closer to the time. And with that said, I'm gonna let you go. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you wanna see more videos like this, please consider subscribing. I'd love to see you again. Hope you have a wonderful day. Love ya, mean it always, mwah, and I'll see you in the next one.